wonder if Felipe Luis saying, I'm open, and then thought the play was over. Maybe that's why he was late to react to the pass by Neymar. But they've got to get that head up and get it to him sooner. He was wide open.
Still 2 changes, including Franco Cervi, who scored the final goal against Iraq just a couple of days back. Maxi Mesa. So maybe still something left for Argentina with 7 minutes left. And as you said for Chiche, 84th minute now, and he's only taken 2 players off.
With talent on the bench, I don't understand it. You have Lucas Moura, who is out there with pace that can run at the defense, not afraid to go one-on-one. If you want someone to replace a Coutinho or Arthur, you have a Renato Augusto, who is someone that Chichi trusted a lot in World Cup qualifying. And they played very well.
And Wallace and Fred.
Yeah.
They called Lucas Moura back into the mix.
Yep. So it's definitely a head scratcher.
Samiro. Oh, so close. Looked like it might have taken the slightest of deflections. And it almost nestles into the corner. Spins off the backside. And almost in at the back post.
Oh, Romero was frozen. He was leaning to his right. That ball going to his left. Unfortunate for Brazil. Very fortunate for Argentina.
In the corner, cleared Otamendi. Top of the box, Miranda. Maybe had the best chance for Brazil, where he beat Romero, but not Otamendi. This time, the curling run, Fabinho, but he runs out of space. By the way, Fred started the match against Iraq. Wallace came on. Lucas Moura as well in the second half. But Malcolm, to this point, has not played in either match. They're also the backup right back to Danilo and Fabinho. Could conceivably put him in and move Fabinho to the midfield. So many options. And that will be one of the questions, I'm sure, Chiche, especially if someone comes up lame in these final 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you have to say, if you're being critical of the midfield, you have to say Coutinho and Arthur, in terms of their play, have come up lame. They have to be more involved in the attack. I guess they've done their job defensively. They haven't had to worry too much about any threat from Argentina down the middle. So,
driven across Acuna. Felipe Luis just plays it safely out. It's going to be a corner kick for Argentina. At the moment, just their second. 19 shots, but only 3 on goal. Possession increasing now, 63% Brazil, but the scoreboard is level.
Wonder how much of that possession is on the feet of Neymar. And he hasn't been effective in this match. Neymar, he's trying to run into the middle. He's surrounded by 4 or 5 people. And as great as Neymar is, to consistently beat 4 or 5 Argentine defenders is almost impossible.
But it is from the corner. Ball rattles around the penalty spot, cleared by Miranda. Well, Neymar with more touches than anyone. Another chance here, but flipped on, hangs in the air for Alisson, who uses his height to grab hold. 95 touches for Neymar. Argentina closing things down to the point where only 53 passes. 5th substitution for Argentina, and it will be Gio Simeone. If you actually kind of squint your eyes just a little bit, you can see the resemblance, but not when he plays.
Yeah.
His dad was a destroyer, pretty good passer, but a destroyer and one of the best. And his son is turning into a rather opportunistic finisher. Must be from the mom's side.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Mom probably played striker in her days. Yeah.
So Icardi leaves, Simeone in. We already talked a little bit about Dybala. Icardi, anything to write home about?
No. Icardi ineffective mainly because he just didn't get the service. That's the main thing for Icardi.
Neymar with some flash, the sizzle to Coutinho, but he telegraphed Paredes, able to intercept, and now touched away Acuna.
I'm a little surprised that Icardi is the substitution here. I know he was ineffective, but it wasn't really his fault. It was because he didn't get that much service. Thought maybe a Paredes would come off or somebody like that, but Scaloni made his decision.
Neymar, Salvio over to defend.
Oh,
but then
loses the ball.
Too much mustard on that hot dog.
Yeah.
Salvio down the near sideline, trying to get away. Casemiro builds a wall, and it's Neymar the other way.
That's why Casemiro is so important. He can clean up all the mistakes. There was a dispossession by Neymar. Casemiro's there to get it back.
We talked about it before with all of the legends. Even Pelé and talked Garincha, but people forget about the likes of a Tostao, Rivellino, and all forward. But for the great Brazil teams, I talked about goalkeeper, that was one, but they also needed the Clodoaldos, they needed that one guy in the middle that could just lock things down.
Yeah, absolutely. And perform that duty, but also collect the ball, hold the possession, and then link up and go forward as well. Those great holding midfielders of Brazil also had the ability.
Another.
Exactly, another one, yep. They had that ability to hold the ball.
Dunga pretty good back in his day.
Yeah, well, World Cup winner, with the captain of Brazil in '94. Not only hold the ball, but also pick out the pass from that deep center midfield role as well. They were versatile. Obviously, defensive duties were number one, but versatile in their ability to pass the ball forward as well. It's a very underappreciated part of the great tradition of players that Brazil has had.
Casemiro just 26, and he will go down as one of the best.
Yes.
Richarlison relying on his speed, perhaps a little too much. 4 minutes to be added. And again, just the two substitutions. For Brazil. Sails high in the air, and at 6'3", Sergio Romero. His nickname in the family is Chico, because even at 6'3", he's the smallest of the brothers.
The smallest one.
Diego played some basketball at Florida State before turning pro back in Argentina. 6'9".
Wow.
So I think Sergio said, you know what, basketball might not be for me.
Yeah, especially if you go to Florida State, but we'll leave that one alone.
Nice little touch dance on the far flank. Down goes Acuna on the sliding tackle. Near side Neymar, things open up just a bit. Tries to get around Sarabia, blasts it in, and it rattles away off Petzela.
Sarabia, excellent job on Neymar. It was going to be tough for Neymar to get a service into the area. There's only one other attacking player joining him. 6 Argentine players dropping back, so spaces weren't there.
From the corner, Neymar in, knocks it down, and past Romero and João Miranda. 93rd minute, better late than never.
Well, Brazil needed a goal off of a set piece. João Miranda is someone who has that knack to do it. And it finally happened for Brazil. Been stifled at pretty much every angle in terms of run of play. But Joao Miranda, the Interman, comes through with a big goal off the header. Not the best marking by Argentina, but it doesn't matter to Brazil. They'll get the goal. And that right now is the game winner late in this second half. Joao Miranda showing why he is a trusted player. Look at, oh, 3 players leave him unmarked. Romero, can't blame Romero for that one. Look at that ball sails over 3 players and Miranda unmarked. How can that happen? Who is responsible for marking Joao Miranda? Simeone was there. Herrera was there as well. It's got to be heartbreaking for Argentina.
Talk about Miranda, and he was almost an afterthought. You think about how many Brazilians go around the globe, but it took him until 2009 before he got his first cap. And he had the likes of Luisao and Edmilson, even Roque Jr. was in the mix back then, the emerging Thiago Silva, David Luiz, tail end of Aldair, etc. Lucio, remember him?
Yes.
And
Bayern Munich.
Miranda had to bide his time, but partnered with Diego Godin and turned into one of the best tandems, and he was impossible to ignore forever.
Yeah. Earlier in the match, I mentioned how Danilo at Real Madrid was not really highly regarded in terms of even being on the radar for the national team. Then he goes to Pep Guardiola and turns it around in City. You can say the same thing for Miranda in terms of the coaching of Diego Simeone and being next to Godin at Atletico Madrid. That certainly helped put Miranda on the radar for the national team.
This is third international goal for Miranda, and it will win this Super Classico against Argentina, bar a goal in the final seconds the other way. Scored against Colombia back in 2016 and back in March against Russia. But here today against Argentina, one to remember. And remember, denied by Otamendi's heroics in the first half, but he would not be denied here.
Best attacking player for Brazil in this match. In terms of dangerous goal-scoring opportunities, the most dangerous ones has been Joao Miranda. You mentioned it, denied by Otamendi in the first half, and then the goal here in the second half. Brazilian center backs, they have a knack for putting the ball over the line into the back of the net. However means they do it.
Quinhos, intercepted by Otamendi. Checking his watch is Felisberg. There can't be much more time. And again for Tite, eventually putting in those 2 substitutes in the second half. But electing to go with kind of an Iron Man brigade. And that's going to do it. Final whistle. And Brazil in added time. The goal from Miranda off the cross from Neymar beats Argentina.
Yeah, well deserved for Brazil getting that goal by Joao Miranda. It wasn't the prettiest match for Brazil. Argentina as well can take solace in the fact that they did a good job of defending Brazil on the run and play.
So the final score from Jeddah, Brazil 1, Argentina nothing. Hope enjoyed it.